We're standing here in the middle of the Murray River, with the floodplains before us and behind us, and we haven't had a good rain in a decade or two. The red gums are dying out over the floodplains because they've not had rain or a flood. Climate change is a fact. What can we do about it? One thing is to inform ourselves, become so-called citizen scientists.
Citizen scientists, citizen scientists, citizen scientists. The students all became citizen scientists and they worked on climate change.
40 students from northwest Victoria were adding to their knowledge, recording and filming the environment.
Right here we've got a group of kids actually doing a sample of this wetland here, trying to see what sort of water bugs are present, because those water bugs will tell us just how healthy this particular wetland is.
Water shrimp, dragonfly.
What was it, 27?
Yeah.
And we did the pH levels, the temperature, the salinity and turbidity.
If we know the facts about biodiversity, we can compare or observe change.
That's a shrimp.
We found a gator.
The pond was a bit healthier than here. There's a clay bank over there, so that makes it a bit more alkaline.
Biodiversity is what's in the ground, on the ground, under the ground, and in the air.
Or even off the river. You can almost predict what you're going to find, and in a way it's good to predict what you think you might get, and if it's not here, when you look at the traps you say, well, why isn't it here? Has something changed in the habitat? Has there been a drought for 7 years? Do you think that might have affected the fauna on that?
Next, we identify, classify, and learn of their habitat and habits.
Now, all huntsman spiders have the first 2 pair of legs longer than the hind 2 pair. The reason they've got that is that huntsmen normally live under bark, under a tree, and that's why they can move quite happily around the tree sideways without having to actually turn to move around there. A series of funnels that go back into the web. You'll often see them on the sides of houses, on the sides of fences, or obviously on bark. And you can see these funnel-like entrances, so it's a real messy web. And notice the colours, there's oranges and yellows. And in nature, if something is deadly or poisonous, it'll advertise itself. Now these things have got what's called cantharidines, and a bird eating that would probably have a heart attack. Purification.
Students all became citizen scientists, citizen scientists, citizen scientists.
It's praying mantis.
Actually, if you try it, if you push it, there's 2 sharp needles going in. Not an egg case.
Yeah, we did see some orb weavers today when we were walking around.
But Bug Blitz is also about telling other people, persuading convincingly. It's not enough to know the truth, you have to know how to tell it. Ian is a master puppeteer and teaches us to use anything at hand to inform and persuade people. Communicating persuasively is equally as important, if not more important, than the science.
I'll try the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. How's that?
Not bad.
No.
We actually have to deal with about 10 traditional owner groups. Now, it might seem like it's a really long process, but what it's actually doing is
How was the land used before? Who used it? What was the land like?
Everything has a spirit. Fire has a spirit. I don't know if people have actually sat down of a night time and just watch a campfire and watch it dance. Okay, it has a spirit of its own. It does its own thing.
Where and how has the biodiversity been affected?
At the moment we are starting our 9.5 kilometre walk along and through the bush of the Lake Mournpool.
Students all became citizen scientists, citizen scientists, citizen scientists. The students all became...
What's made those prints?
I just found this piece of bark. I don't know if it'll be of any use, but it sort of almost looks like a face of something. So just picked it up in case we might use it on later for our presentations.
This whole tree is designed so that when it does rain, water will hit
Phosphate in this water, well, there's obviously too much phosphate and it's promoting the growth of the blue-green algae, so it's causing it to grow, and phosphate's like a nutrient that helps plants grow. And so as a result, like there's a lot of phosphate in the water that's pumped in and it's developing quite rapidly, and so the phosphate's causing problems with bugs, it's causing the humans problems, and you can't drink it at all.